you play games?
Well, we played with the neighbors' children. We jumped rope.
Mm-hmm. You played the game Mensch lieber dich.
Oh yeah, we played the game Mensch ärger dich nicht.
Mensch. You say it way better than me.
Yeah, Mensch ärger dich nicht. I played it with my parents.
Your parents made the board, right? They made it for you.
Yeah, they made it. In the winter time, when it's cold outside, and we sat there in the warm room with a fire going, so we played that game. and we had different kind of color buttons, you know, for the game.
What was the game made out of? Like, what was the board?
A board.
It was just a board?
Yeah, a board. They made it, you know.
That's cool. So, one of your aunts came here, right? Lived close by to you, or I know when you went to school for you went to a school to be a housekeeper, right?
Yeah.
And so you stayed with one of your aunts for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in the other city, Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
Till they moved out, till they moved away to Africa.
Okay, that was before they moved.
Then I went home.
Mm-hmm.
Came home.
So, do you still have family in Africa?
Yeah, all the aunts, uncles, they're dead, but there are some cousins, and I'm not in touch, probably not in touch with them anymore. One cousin, she used to write to me, she died.
Mm.
I'm not in touch anymore, whoever. Cousins, second cousins.
And they would be Buxbaums?
No,
Who are they?
my mother was a born Adler. Adler.
Adler?
Adler.
Adler. Oh, A-D-L.
A-D-L-E-R.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they asked you to come to Africa, right? They invited you?
No.
No?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But there was a Jewish family, so they said to my mother, why don't you ask your sister in England to let me come, you know? So my mother wrote to my aunt Anna in England and told her about it, and then she agreed to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then came the time I had already a big cover, suitcase. And the aunt wrote, they are gonna go on vacation first, you know, with my uncle, but they had no children. When they come back from vacation, then everything would be arranged so I could go to England, you know, I have to go with a train and then with a boat. But in those 2 weeks, the war broke out. That ended everything. I can't go out of the country.
Right.
Okay. So, again, so were you in touch with that aunt in England after you came to the United States?
After I came to the United States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have family in England as well.
Huh?
You have family in England. You have
Yeah, she was.
second cousins, third cousins.
And she said they didn't
No,
have
they
kids.
had
Oh, they didn't have any
children.
kids. Okay,
No
right.
children. No children.
Okay.
So, how many siblings did your dad have, and how many siblings did your mom have? Did
Children?
your parents had brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
So how many?
My mother? I guess 9 or more.
Wow.
Yeah. My father had. I think 4 brothers and 1 sister. My father.
So, how many of them left Germany?
They left.
How many of them were left in Germany, or how many of them had left Germany, and how many of them had stayed in Germany and faced the war?
2. A brother. 1 brother was married and 1 sister. She was married with children.
And they were in Germany.
Yeah.
What were their names?
They didn't survive.
Yeah.
They all got killed.
What were their names?
In Africa, it was Johanna, Regina, and Dina. I couldn't think of the other one.
Okay. So
They were twins, right?
Yeah.
Your mom had siblings who were twins, and your dad had siblings who were twins?
Her sister
Her
had.
sister had twins.
I cannot think of her name. Somebody. Yeah, a boy and a girl, and then she had a girl who was a few years older.
Mm.
I met them in ghetto.
Mm.
First time I saw them in my life.
that was what I wanted to ask you about. So how did it be that you were taken from, or you were forced to move from where you lived and went to the ghetto?
Yeah, the whole state, like you have here, New York State and surroundings, we all had to go on that date to that place, and everybody came there, had to be there,
Okay.
all the people. And from so we stood there a few days, and we slept on the floors. Everybody laid on the floors at night, sleeping. And my mom, she couldn't take it. She got just too nervous. She got sick there.
Mm.
And they came, they took us away in trains, so my mother and 2 or 3 children, little children, they got sick. It was December. It was very cold. They got sick, and they didn't let them come with us. They had to stay back. So those parents never saw their children anymore. I never saw my mother anymore. And they killed them. They poisoned them. This I found out after the war was ending, and I came back to Neuhof. They told me that.
Mm. And your father?
Yeah, they took him. He went with us to ghetto in Riga, Latvia. And my father, he was already 60 then, 60 years, and some others. One day they took all those people, the ages, and they told them they're gonna go someplace and they're gonna work in a factory. But this was a lie, a big lie. They took them and they gave them shovels. And they had to dig out the ground, big hole, big, say holes, more than holes.
Ditch.
Dig out. If they had digged out, then they all were shut and all put it in the ground together, one on top of each other. And if they were dead or half dead or dead, or then they covered them up with the ground. The ground.
And you didn't know until after the war?
Yeah, I don't know. Then we found out somehow. We found out already in the ghetto. I think we found out somehow.